The number one vitamin you need after age 50 for memory and focus. Hello, family. I want to start today by asking you a question that might feel a little personal. How many times this week have you walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or perhaps you were in the middle of a conversation, and suddenly, a simple word, a name of a movie, or even the name of a neighbor just vanished from your mind. When this happens, we often make a joke about it. We call it a senior moment, but deep down, I know there is a small seed of fear. You wonder, is this the beginning of something worse? Is this dementia? Is this Alzheimer's? I am here to tell you today that for many of you, this is not a disease of the brain. It is a starvation of the brain. Your brain is hungry for one specific nutrient that becomes incredibly difficult to absorb after the age of 50. Today, we are going to talk about the master key to your memory, your focus, and your energy. We are talking about vitamin B12. And more importantly, I am going to explain why, even if you were eating healthy food, your body might be throwing this vitamin straight into the trash instead of absorbing it. The science, why your brain needs insulation. To understand why B12 is non-negotiable, we must look at the anatomy of your nerves. Imagine your brain is a complex city with millions of electrical wires running everywhere. These wires carry messages. Move your hand. Remember that recipe. Feel this texture. Now, just like the charging cable for your phone, these nerves are covered in a protective coating. We call this coating the myelin sheath. This insulation ensures the signal moves fast and doesn't short circuit. Vitamin B12 is the primary builder of this insulation. When you don't have enough B12, that protective coating begins to fray and dissolve. The wires get exposed, the signals get slow, the messages get lost. This is why you feel brain fog. The signal is trying to get through, but the wire is damaged. In severe cases, we see actual brain shrinkage, atrophy in the areas responsible for memory. So when we talk about B12, we're not just talking about energy. We're talking about physically preserving the structure of your brain. The age factor, the stomach acid connection. You might be asking, Doctor, I eat the same food I ate when I was 30. Why am I deficient now? This is the most critical part of today's lesson. Vitamin B12 is a very large complex molecule. It's not easy to digest. To absorb it, your body needs two things working perfectly in your stomach. First, you need strong stomach acid or hydrochloric acid. This acid separates the vitamin from the protein in your food. Second, your stomach lining must produce a special protein called intrinsic factor. Think of intrinsic factor like a taxi cab. The B12 cannot cross the border into your blood alone. It needs to get into the taxi cab. Here is the problem. After age 50, our production of stomach acid naturally declines. In Ayurveda, we say your Agni or digestive fire becomes weaker. Without that strong fire, you cannot unlock the B12 from your food. Furthermore, many seniors are taking medications that destroy this process. If you're taking antacids for heartburn or metformin for diabetes, these drugs chemically block the absorption of B12. You could be eating a steak or drinking milk every day, but without the acid and the taxi cab, that vitamin passes right through you. The 3 warning signs. Before we talk about food, listen to your body. It whispers before it screams. Besides memory loss, there are 3 other signs of low B12 that you should never ignore. Number 1 is fatigue that sleep does not fix. B12 helps create red blood cells. Without it, your blood cannot carry enough oxygen. You feel breathless just walking up a small flight of stairs. You feel tired even after 8 hours of sleep. Number 2 is a strange sensation in your hands and feet. We call this peripheral neuropathy. Do you feel pins and needles or a burning sensation in your toes at night? This is not just circulation. This is that nerve insulation I told you about breaking down. Your nerves are crying out for help. Number 3 is emotional instability. Low B12 affects the production of serotonin and dopamine. If you're feeling unusually anxious, irritable, or weepy and you don't know why, check your vitamin levels. The solution: diet and absorption. So how do we fix this? If you are a non-vegetarian, the solution is straightforward. Organ meats, specifically liver, are the most concentrated source of B12 on the planet. Clams, sardines, and eggs are also wonderful sources. However, I know many of you in our family are vegetarian, and this makes things trickier because B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products. For my vegetarian friends, your best friend is dairy, specifically curd or yogurt. Not only does it contain B12, but the probiotics in the yogurt help heal the gut lining, which improves that all-important absorption. You should also look for nutritional yeast. It has a cheesy flavor and is often fortified with B12. But remember what I said about the stomach acid. To help your body absorb these foods, we need to stoke the digestive fire. Here's a simple kitchen pharmacy tip. Before your main meal, chew on a small slice of fresh ginger with a pinch of rock salt and a drop of lemon juice. The ginger stimulates the Agni, the salt produces acid, and the lemon helps digestion. This prepares your stomach to extract every microgram of vitamin from your meal. When food is not enough, the right supplement. Now I must be honest with you. Because digestion weakens so much after 60, sometimes food is simply not enough. If your blood levels are below 400, you likely need a supplement. But do not just buy the cheapest bottle at the pharmacy. Most cheap vitamins use a form called cyanocobalamin. This is synthetic and hard for the body to use. Instead, look for methylcobalamin. This is the active form. It is nature identical. And here's the secret. Do not swallow a pill. Look for a sublingual tablet, one that dissolves under your tongue. Why under your tongue? Because remember, your stomach acid might be weak. By letting it dissolve under your tongue, the vitamin goes directly into your bloodstream, bypassing the stomach entirely. It's a direct injection of energy to your brain. Conclusion: reclaiming your sharpness. My dear friends, growing older involves changes. Yes. But losing your mind, losing your spark, and losing your memories does not have to be part of the deal. Don't accept brain fog as your destiny. It's often just a simple nutritional gap. I want you to do 2 things this week. First, check your B12 levels the next time you get blood work done. Ask your doctor specifically for it. Second, start paying attention to your digestion. Remember, you are not just what you eat, you are what you absorb. Treat your body with love, feed your brain the insulation it needs, and stay sharp for all the beautiful years ahead. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you care about. Let's age with wisdom and vitality together. Stay healthy. Stay blessed.